Hi, I'm Caron Golden with Wine and Dine San Diego Radio, and I'm here with Cameron Woods, who's the executive chef of Amaya. And Cameron is going to make some soup and muffins for us today.
I am.
So what are we going to do?
We're going to make a corn soup with smoked bacon, or smoked duck. So with smoked duck and a little corn muffin to garnish it.
Okay, now smoked duck is great. Mm-hmm. Not everybody can get access to smoked duck. So are there substitutes that we can
Absolutely,
use?
you can use a ham or bacon or any smoked meat will work.
Great. All right, so what are first steps?
The first step is always get a great corn.
Okay, so it's May now.
May,
corn in season?
It's starting to come into season. It's going to get better all summer long.
What are we looking for?
So we're looking for very, very sweet. So what I actually do at the market is I'll pull a little bit back and actually bite it and try it.
You must be very popular at the market.
Don't get caught. So you're going to take a little bit of onion, a little bit of corn, some of the smoked duck, which we have here. And that's pretty much the basis for your soup.
All right.
Just those three things. So we're going to start with the onion. We're going to use about a half an onion for this one. And this is going to serve about 6 people. Peel. And just slice it very, very, very thin. As thin as you can get. It doesn't have to be that thin.
Okay. And the onion's going to be sauteed?
Sauteed with a little bit of the duck. And that's going to be the fat that goes into it. So kind of, instead of adding
you're looking for
oil,
smokiness and fat.
A little bit of fat content.
The duck.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you can see the smoked duck. It kind of looks like a ham. It tastes like a ham.
It does. It's absolutely beautiful. That red flesh in
absolutely.
there.
So when you see the cut here, you'll see the kind of layer of fat. That'll all render out, and that'll become the oil that you're sauteing and everything. Just going to slice that really thin. It kind of looks like bacon almost.
It does. And we'll have the recipe up.
Absolutely.
So if you are going to be substituting ham or bacon, you'll know how much to use.
If you were going to use bacon, I'd say like 2 strips.
Okay.
For this recipe. So we're just going to mince that up a little bit. So then we have those 3 ingredients. I'm going to turn this pan on so we can start the sauteing.
Great.
All right.
So while this is sauteing, I guess we're going to work with the corn next?
We will work with, we're going to put the onion and the duck right in there. And let that start to cook.
Great.
So now the corn, and everybody always has a hard time getting corn off the cob.
Yeah, what's a good way to strip corn?
Well, after the peeling, the problem I find is it just bounces everywhere after you cut it. So if you just kind of make yourself make some walls.
Oh, a barrier.
Yeah.
All right.
Or you can put it in a pan with sides on it.
Okay.
And that way when you cut it down, it goes, but it only goes that far.
What a great idea. Okay.
Makes my wife happy.
I'm sure.
Because I cook and she cleans up.
Well, you need are dogs.
We do need a dog.
Dogs take care of that mess immediately.
You want to try some of the corn?
Oh, absolutely.
It's really
okay.
nice.
Thank you. It is. People don't eat raw corn enough, and raw corn is delicious when it's in season.
When people worry about undercooking it,
there's no such thing. Yeah.
All right, so then we have the corn. Just take a couple of those and put that right into the soup as well. Let that kind of saute for a little bit.
Okay. And about how long, or what are we looking for?
For that, we're looking for the onions to turn translucent and just to get really sweet.
Okay.
They'll kind of caramelize too. If you put onion in them and you don't cook it enough, they tend to just taste like that boiled onion flavor that you get. If you let it cook for a nice long time, you'll develop all the sugars on the onion. It tastes really good.
Okay.
So after that sautés for a little bit, then we're going to add a little chicken stock.
Great.
Use a vegetable stock if you want, or even water. But the more flavor, the better. And you're gonna let
I imagine if you're going to put bacon or duck in, you don't need vegetables.
You don't need the vegetarian.
We're not talking vegetarian here.
All right, so while that's gone, we'll start with the corn muffins.
All right.
Cool.
Let's go.
So for the corn muffins, we're going to use a little bit of cornmeal, about a cup, all-purpose flour, about a cup as well, a little salt, a little bit of baking powder, a bit of buttermilk.
What is the beauty of buttermilk? I think that's one of those ingredients that people don't really know enough about.
It's the tanginess of it. It's a little bit sour kind of tasting, kind of like using a sour cream. In a,
sort of like a liquefied sour cream.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So that will be there. I would melt a little bit of butter, add that too, and then...
And honey? Or is that for
And
later?
honey, yeah. So we just talked about how sweet corn is. What you'll find is in cornmeal, it's not sweet at all because it's been dried and all the sugars turn to starch. That's why you want to make sure you use your corn very early when you buy it, so it doesn't convert to a starch and lose its sweetness.
Right.
All right, so we can just stir that one up. And then what I like to use is these small muffin tins. instead of a muffin pan. With the muffin pan, you usually have too much spaces going on. Do you have a muffin pan at home that has 3 spots on it that are all burned up that you never fill?
Exactly, right.
That's why I like to use these small ones.
Okay.
All right. So then we use just a little bit of butter in them. Just butter the insides of them. That one needs a little bit more of the buttermilk.
Okay.
That'll work. It'll be a little bit lumpy. That should be perfect.
All right.
All right. Let's grab that. And you just spoon in just up to the top. You'll fill about 6 of those. Just to here, because they're going to rise quite a bit.
Okay.
So we'll get about 6 of those together, and we'll pop those in the oven. And when they come out, there'll be these beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
Risen.
Those are nice.
And you just pop those right in the middle of the bowl. So that'll be the garnish for the soup.
Fantastic.
So the soup's been simmering away. Now what we would do is we puree it in the blender.
Okay.
And then when that comes off, it'll be nice and smooth.
Very creamy.
Like this.
Yeah.
You just pour a little bit right around the bowl. There you go.
Gorgeous. Very nice.
Absolutely.
That's it, and that's all it takes.
Really easy.
Great. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. That'll be wonderful.